Your ASO tool reports your app at position 5 for expense tracker in Singapore. You open your iPhone, search the same term, you're at position 12. Public ASO tools simulate storefront calls. The simulations diverge from what real devices see because the stores apply additional signals based on device class, carrier, and recently installed apps. Your Opal proxies for ASO are a quiet baseline in app marketing teams that take their keyword work seriously. App Store and Play Store search results, featured shelves, ratings displays, and even competitor visibility all change based on country, carrier, and device class. If your ASO data is coming from a desktop browser or a data center IP, you are looking at one slice of one geo through a clouded lens. 3 things ahead. The 3 ASO workflows mobile proxies unlock, working keyword trackers for both App Store and Play Store, and the rate limit avoidance pattern that keeps your IPs alive across stores. Why ASO needs mobile in 2026. The app stores treat their search index as a per storefront product. The Singapore storefront on iOS shows different results, different feature shelves, and different in-search ads than the US storefront for the same query. Standard third-party ASO tools paper over this with simulated storefront calls, but the simulations diverge from what a real device sees because the stores apply additional signals based on device class, carrier, and recently installed apps. Lamo proxies close the gap. From a Singapore mobile IP plus a current iOS UA, the App Store search response matches what a real iPhone user in Singapore sees. From a Singtel cellular signal plus an Android UA, the Play Store response matches a Pixel user on Singtel. For ASO work targeting SG and SE users, that fidelity is the difference between a keyword set you can defend and a keyword set that misses half the actual opportunities. The 3 workflows. First is keyword rank tracking. ASO tools all claim mobile fidelity rankings, but most rely on protocol-level scrapes that miss device class signals. With a mobile proxy plus a real device UA, your rank tracker pulls the actual storefront response. Doping wisal atesing swipe as the prepped ASO tools. The offensive case is betul the metadata mining. Title, subtitle, keyword field for iOS, short description, full description, screenshots, ratings all change by store. Your competitor's iOS SG metadata is not the same as their iOS US metadata, and reading both gives you ammunition for your own metadata strategy. 10th. Third is review monitoring. Reviews surface differently per geo. The most recent reviews on the SG store influence SG ranking signals, but do not influence US ranking signals. Tracking reviews per store gives you a localized signal map. The App Store keyword tracker. The App Store has a JSON search endpoint at itunes.apple.com that returns metadata, but the user-facing search results come from search.itunes.apple.com and require a device-shaped request. Or shape, the storefront ID 143464 is Singapore. For other geos, look up the storefront ID in the App Store iTunes catalog. The endpoint sometimes shifts between iOS releases, so the script may need a version-specific UA refresh once or twice a year. Or Play, store keyword tracker. The Play Store does not expose a clean search API for third parties. The realistic pattern is to scrape the public web search response from play.google.com/store search. Routing through a Singapore mobile proxy with an Android UA returns the SG storefront response. Play Store HTML changes more often than App Store JSON, so this parser needs maintenance. The mobile proxy itself is stable. The parser is the moving part. The review monitoring per geo. Reviews on both stores surface in geo-specific lanes. The first 30 reviews you see on the SG storefront are not the same as the first 30 on the US storefront. For ASO purposes, the SG storefront reviews influence the SG ranking signal, so they are the ones that matter for SG visibility. The pattern is to pull the reviews endpoint per geo, store each review with its locale and timestamp, run a sentiment classifier or a topic clustering pass over the result. Anomalies in topic distribution often correlate with new release issues, A/B test churn, or competitive sniping. A spike in negative reviews mentioning a specific feature usually means the feature broke for one device class on one store. This and screenshot diff monitoring, or when a competitor pushes a new build, their screenshots often change. The screenshots that show up in the SG storefront for a competitor app are a richer signal than the version number because they tell you what the competitor is testing for ranking and conversion. Run a daily fetch of competitor app metadata through your Singapore mobile proxy, hash the screenshot URLs, and diff against the previous day. Any new screenshot triggers an alert. Most days the alerts are noise. Some days they catch a competitor running an A/B test on their store listing that you can learn from. Avoiding rate limits. The 2 stores rate limit aggressively if you scrape too fast from one IP. The defense is sticky sessions plus jitter. Hold one mobile IP for a coherent batch of queries. Sleep between requests with a jittered interval. 2 to 5 seconds works. Rotate the IP at the end of each batch. If you hit a rate limit, do not retry immediately on the same IP. Rotate, wait 60 seconds, try again. A sensible default is 1 IP per 50 queries on the App Store, 1 IP per 25 on the Play Store. The Play Store is twitchier because the surface is HTML and the bot detection runs on render time signals. As of May 2026, both Apple and Google have tightened request authentication on their storefront endpoints, making device class fidelity more critical than ever for reliable ranked data. Singapore Mobile Proxy gives you SG Mobile sessions on Singtel, StarHub, M1, ideal for App Store and Play Store keyword tracking against the SG storefront. 2-hour free trial, no card. Pull a target keyword's top 20 results through SMP with the current iOS UA. Compare against whatever your current ASO tool reports for the SG storefront. The differences are usually material. Use code YT30 for 30% off your first paid month. Next video applies the same principle to SEO research, mobile SEO ERPs, AI overviews, local pack auditing. Subscribe.